This video is designed to show you how I've planned ahead so that I can make my changes for seasons quick and easy. One of the basic and most important components to making my front porch look great all year long are the plant choices I make. These are my basic staples that I have to have from season to season. And I always like to have an evergreen of some sort. Here I have a boxwood, as well as this boxwood over here. And then I like to look for different evergreens. This one here has a great chartreuse color. And the reason I pick this is because I have green next to green, but because they're different shades of green, I get something interesting from season to season. In my summer, spring, and fall months, I also use Asparagus Fern. It is not an evergreen, but when my other blooms are not blooming, I still have a basic green component to my front porch. Another important component to how I change out my front porch and I give it a definite seasonal appearance are the choices that I've made in my containers. I've been purchasing different containers that I use outdoors for many years now. I get them from garage sales, estate sales, somebody's basement when they think that something like this is worthless and they decide to throw it away. I speak up and grab it. I have found items in the trash too, and I'm willing to get it out. So, a couple important things about the different kinds of containers that I use. I have here, you can see some see-through containers, and they work great when you want to be able to see the interesting thing that you're keeping inside of it. As well as I have some closed containers that I use obviously to hide whatever might be there. And in a case like this, where I don't necessarily want to lose all the hedge apples that I can't see down in the bottom, I might use a brick or a box or something that I would put in the bottom here, especially if it's something that's hard to get my hands on. These hedge apples are not hard to get, but if I'm showing something that I only have a few items of, I might put something in the bottom here and then keep whatever it is I want to see on top. And then you can hide it with different seasonal items. And that's the next thing I want to talk about that's very important when I'm decorating my front porch and I want to give it a definite feel. Everybody, no matter where you live, you have seasonal items that you are able to get for free. And these are things that I like to use a lot because, well, they're free. So around here, I'm in Kansas. I've got hedge apples, I've got access to corn, I've got free pine cones that I get from my mom's yard. When we go walking to the park, the kids and I collect different nuts off the sidewalk from different places we go to, as well as evergreen branches from different plants that I've planted in my yard. I'll cut them and use them, especially in the winter time. So wherever you live, you might live by the ocean. Maybe you have access to seashells or interesting branches. Wherever you live, think of the natural elements and use them in your decorating. That will definitely give off a seasonal vibe. Something else I give a lot of thought to when I'm decorating for my seasonal interests are the plant colors that I have, the blooms. Here I have a red geranium, and I primarily use red and white geraniums, as well as impatiens in the summertime. When I'm decorating, I love the 4th of July. And when it's time for the 4th of July, I really want my house to look like it's time for the 4th of July. So I do choose these colors primarily because I want to be able to give a stronger effect. If I had chose pink flowers, then during the 4th of July, I don't get so much a seasonal feeling. Other items that I consider important when I'm thinking about how to decorate my front porch are various things that I found that help me add height. I also love throw pillows, inside and outside. Here I have a couple of pillows to show you how I quick change out a pillow so that I can show that the seasons are changing and that I'm ready for it. And of course, we cannot forget the front door. I have a couple different wreaths that I like to use that I can show that the seasons are changing. And a lot of time I come up with color combinations for the front porch based off of a fun ribbon that I've been able to get my hands on. To give you an idea of just how quick and easy this really is, I want to show you some fast options for decorating this chair. Christmas number 1. Christmas 2. Christmas number 3. And finally, Thanksgiving. I do decorate for other seasons, but for today I think you get the idea of how simple it is to just keep a couple things as your staples and switch out some key elements.